Hi guys, in this video we're going to have a look at Venn diagrams, and we're going to have a look at the sort of notation that goes with it, and also how to shade some of the more complicated sort of options here. Okay, so the first things to have a look at is what this symbol here means. So it's basically like an E with a little tail on it, and that's just the universal set. So that contains all the elements that you're going to be using in your particular question. Okay, so you might remember from my other Venn diagrams video, I used this symbol and it just contained all the numbers that I was going to fill in of my Venn diagram. And then you can have different sets. So set A, whatever it is, it contains elements from the universal set. Exactly the same for set B, can be whatever it is, but also it only contains the elements of the universal set. So if I go through an example, I'll probably make it a bit clearer. So here's the universal set. So this just means I'm only going to use the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then set A is just the odd numbers. So set A will contain the odd numbers from the universal set, which is just 1, 3, and 5. Okay, simple as that. And set B is the prime numbers. So again, set B is just the prime numbers, but only from this universal set. So 1 is not prime, so I've got 2, 3, and 5. Okay, so that's just a little bit of the basic notation. This here, so when it's got a little dash, so set A is just the odd numbers, so when it's got a little dash, it just means not A, but again, only from this universal set. So if set A is 1, 3, and 5, so 1, 3, and 5, not A must be 2 and 4. Okay, so again, just a little bit of notation there. Little dash just means it's not. Okay, you can also have these two symbols here. Now, when you got this symbol B, it's the intersect, and all that means is elements that are in both A and B. So this word "and" is going to be your sort of more common knowledge that you'll use it. So I want the elements that are in A and B. We'll have a look. Here's the elements in A. Here's the elements in B. So what are the elements in A and B? Well, 3 and 5. Okay. And this one here, this is called the union, which is quite easy to remember because it is a U, so union, so A union B, and that's the elements in A or B. So from the universal set, which elements are in A or B? Well, we've got a 1, we've got a 2, I'm going to do them in order, 3, we don't have 4, but we do have 5. Okay, so union is or, intersect is the and. And what you might be asked to do is to shade in the areas that this refers to. So A and B, so it's the elements that are in both A and in B. Well, you might remember that's going to be this section here in the middle, so A and B. Now this one here, when it's the union or, so it's going to be everything in A and everything in B. So if you shade it, you're just including everything in set A and everything in set B like that. Okay, obviously you can colour it yours in a bit neater. I'm just going to do mine a bit quicker. So that's the basics. Now let's have a look at a few questions to do with shading. So I'm just going to swap my sheet over here. Like so. Okay. So the question will have a Venn diagram, or you might have to draw one, and it will say what it wants you to do. Now the best way, especially when you get to more trickier ones like this, is to have two separate colours. I'm going to have, let's go orange for the A and the pink for the B. So have two separate colours, and draw yourself a separate mini Venn diagram to do your working on. Okay, so this is going to be my answer. This is my final answer. This is just some working. Now I've obviously drawn this quickly, otherwise I'll be here forever. So when you get a question, draw yourself a quick little Venn diagram, and this is what you should do. First thing to do is with one colour, shade in the left-hand side. So this one here is not A. So I'm going to shade in everything that's not A. So remember, A is this whole circle. So I'm going to shade in everything that's not A. So it's all around the outside. Of A like so. everything outside. So that's the first bit done. And then shade in the next one, which is B. So shade in everything that's in B. So that's the whole circle. B like so. Okay, now why does that help us? Well, when it's and, in this case, remember it's this symbol here, it means and, your answer, you should shade in everything that has both the orange and the pink. So the only bit that has both, or and, both of them together, is this bit here, which is just the B. So my final answer, I would shade in this bit here. Okay, so when you're dealing with and, it's the thing, or in your working, it's the bit that's had both colours on it, which is that bit there. So let's carry on. So again, I've got not A. So again, with my one colour, I'm going to go around and shade in everything that's not A, like so. Okay, so that's the first bit. And again, I'm going to shade in B with my separate colour. Now this time, it's not and, it's or. And when it's or, you want to shade in your final answer of everything that's been shaded, because it includes everything. So or is everything that's not A, or everything that's B. So in your final answer, you shade in everything that has been shaded in on your working diagram, which is something like this. Okay, and there's your answer. Let's do some slightly different ones. This time I've got A, so here's my orange. I'm going to shade in everything that's A, so that's the whole circle. Like so, and this time I'm doing not B, so that's everything on the outside of B. So I'm going to shade in everything that's on the outside of B. Try and do this as quick as I can. Okay, and we're back to and. So it's only the bits that have had both orange and pink, which is just this section here. So on my final answer, I'm just going to shade that bit in there. Because that's the only bit that has both. And carrying on, so again, this one here, I've got my A. So I'm just going to colour in the A. And I've got not B again, so everything that's not B. Like so. And again, because it's or, in my final answer, it's just everything that's been shaded from my working diagram. And that bit has been shaded, so I can colour that bit in. So you can do this a bit neater if you want, but I'm just trying to rush. So there's your final answer. So A or not B, shaded in, that's what it looks like. They're the bits that you include. So making it a bit more complicated now, if I've got not A, I go around and I shade in everything that's not A. Like so. So that's everything that's not A, and then I shade in everything that's not B. So that's everything around B. And because it's an or, it's everything that's been shaded. So as you can see, the only bit that's not been shaded is the middle. So on my final answer, I want to shade in everything apart from the middle. like so. And the last one I've got for you, exactly the same thing, not A, so shade in everything that's not A. Like so. And the next one is not B, so again, shade in everything that's not B. But this time it's the and, so it's only the bits that have been shaded in both. Well, that's just the pink, that's just the orange. Around the outside has everything that has both. So in your final answer, what does that look like if you shade it in? It's going to look like this. Okay, so hopefully that strategy will help you work out what you need to shade in or what the actual particular question is referring to. As I say, just draw a little mini one, do a little bit of working with your two colours, and you can put it on as your final answer. So hopefully that helps, guys. Thanks for watching.